Now, more than 100 brilliant but economically disadvantaged Ghanaian students who complete senior high school will from next year benefit from a scholarship program to be launched by the Center of Awareness Global Peace Mission to study various programs in Ukraine. The objective is to help promote world peace by empowering disadvantaged people in deprived communities across the world. Executive President of the mission, Professor Samalato Duncan, who is also the brain behind Coa Drugs, has been speaking to JoyNews on his return from Ukraine, where he also signed an MOU with the Alfred Nobel University to work together to promote global peace and research into finding solutions to many chronic diseases.
Not one-time thing to achieve. Progressively. So we're targeting students all over the world, then conscientize them, sensitize them on the need for peace in the world. So this is exactly what I told them. And two, peace is not only absence of war, but when one is satisfied with his or her circumstances. So when you are poor, you have no peace. When you are sick, you have no peace, especially when there's no cure for your ailment. You see, so researching into diseases that have no cure, solutions to have for diseases that have no cure, is also a direction towards global peace. As if you look at the amount of money spent on the HIV alone activities, can alleviate poverty in Africa. You get it? So we are trying to save resources and direct resources to human development, rather using on the things that will not actually benefit mankind. So peace is interwoven, and health is also another area that must be seen as an area that we must be concentrating on serious. Because when you are sick, you have no peace. When the president is sick, he has no peace, and it will affect the day-to-day run of the administration and a whole lot. So health is a major issue when it comes to peace.
Having spoken to students, what would be your message to world leaders on this agenda that you spoke to them about, trying to get them to understand that the absence of war does not necessarily mean there is peace, but because there will be diseases and other things that will still take away the peace from people, there's the need to look into areas where these things can affect people. How do you communicate this to the world leaders as well, who also have a major stake in ensuring that there's world peace?
Yes, to me, the Center for Awareness sees peace as total freedom in all spheres of life, where mankind can live freely and happily on earth without hindrance whatsoever. So leadership all over the world should also be conscientized and sensitized that the very people that we are taking care of are the very people we must concentrate on. And they are the very people who voted us into power. You get it? But it's becoming the opposite. We get the power and we use it against the very people who elected us into those positions. So I think it's a long project. And because of that, we are building a permanent relationship with Alfred Nobel University. Yeah, an MOU is at the final stage where they're going to support the Center for Awareness Global Peace Mission. And we also support education of students and instill in them the qualities of ensuring peace. So I think this year, that's December, Alfred Nobel University, the president is coming down to Ghana to join hands with the Center for Awareness Global Peace Mission to launch violence-free elections 2020, and also to talk about how Africa can also get out of a lot of poverty and conflicts and wars that we actually experience in Africa. And now the target is the students, and because of that, the Center for Awareness has plans also to give about 100 student scholarship from next year. They're trying to absorb the free SHS concept. Those who come out of the SSS, the free SHS policy, who do not have access to tertiary institutions, then the center will just absorb them and just send them to Alfred Nobel University and other universities in UK to study and come back to come and support the economy of Ghana.
Well, that's a great concept. Is it being replicated in Ghana as well?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do from next year. That's as part of the agreement. We'll make sure that we send students, master students and the undergraduate students to Alfred Nobel University to be trained. And the center will take full course of this, their training and everything as part of the peace project.